Today, we're going to talk about David and Goliath.
The story you are about to see has been told before. A lot. And now we are going to tell it again. But different.
Goliath, he was 9 feet and 9 inches tall, huge guy, comes up and shouts to everybody. He says, choose a man and have him come down to me. If he's able to come fight me and kill me, we will be subjects to you. That's some crazy talk. Should I say pridefulness? He says, if I overcome him and kill him, you become our subject and serve us. Pretty much what he was asking for was a 1v1. Saul and all the other Israelites were terrified of this, but not one of them, and his name was David. At the time, David was at his father's house taking care of his dad's sheep. Now, every morning, Goliath went up, see if anyone would take his offer, and taunt them a little bit, going, come on, 1v1 me. We've all been there. Now, David's dad, Jesse, asked David if he could take 10 loaves of bread and bring it to his brothers and their hungry camp. And he sees the army getting into battle position. Then David had an idea. Let's go join this battle. So he runs and joins the battle. Goliath just steps out. All the Israelites were terrified. Then David, the real goat, pretty much says, why are you guys scared of him? Some of the Israelites were talking about how every morning he tries to ask for a 1v1. Now, David's older brother was kind of getting mad at him, like, how are you not scared and I'm scared? That ain't fair. You just came here to watch the battle? Now, David responds by saying, what have I done? There was someone overhearing and went, I'm gonna go tell Saul. David pretty much wanted to tell him, you guys don't want to 1v1 him? I will. Because it's not just me wanting him. I got God on my side, so I can win any 1v1. Saul pretty much says, no you can't. Then David says, let me tell you a story. When I was a shepherd's boy, still am, there would be lions, bears, snake trying to attack my little sheep. God's got my back. He helped me defeat bears, lions. A lion's roar is 10 times scarier than a Goliath roar. Why don't you think the Lord will rescue me for this Goliath guy? After that story, Saul pretty much says, fine, go 1v1 him then. So then they try to give him armor and swords and shields. David said, nah, I ain't carrying all that. So he heads off and gets 5 smooth stones and his slingshot and his staff. With all that in his hand, he goes up to Goliath. Then Goliath says, am I a dog that you bring me a stick? Not even kidding. That is in the Bible. David says the greatest lump. You come at me with a sword, but I come at you with the almighty Lord. Enough is enough. Let's start our 1v1. David takes out a stone, gets his slingshot ready, throws it, hits him right in the forehead, and he's down. That might just be one of the fastest 1v1s. And all the other Philistines run. How could you defeat our number 1 player? Defeating Goliath, everybody just cheers for him and says, hey, you did it. If you have any other stories you want me to recap from the Bible, just let me know and I may do it. If you could take one thing from this, just remember that Jesus loves you and have a blessed day.